That's some bullshit. What's going on, guys, and welcome to another new video. Today I wanted to discuss a topic which just shows how ridiculous some publishers in the gaming industry can be. I'm talking about Warner Bros. And their success in patenting a game mechanic. Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment is a game publisher and of course a part of Warner Bros. They publish games like the highly anticipated Hogwarts Legacy, Shadow of Mordor, and the sequel Shadow of War. And like I said, they've decided to patent a game mechanic from Shadow of Mordor, the Nemesis system. Before I go into any details, let me actually explain to you what Shadow of Mordor and the Nemesis system are. The Shadow of Mordor franchise is Warner Bros.' latest attempt to build a successful video game franchise based in the same universe as Lord of the Rings, Middle-earth. The game has a free-flow combat system which is used by many superhero games, and climbing feels pretty similar to the climbing in old Assassin's Creed games. I think it's somehow weird that the publisher is patenting the only original game mechanic the game has and borrows so many other game mechanics from other games. Anyway, that should give you a rough idea of the game. The Nemesis system creates interactions with the enemies. All bigger orcs you fight, for example, have something to say, and what they say changes based on the situation. For example, if you have met an orc before and got killed by him, he will remember you. You can also disrupt the orc society by manipulating your foes so that they destroy the others within the orc society. That is the short explanation for the Nemesis system. It really sounds better than it actually is, because it can get repetitive. Now I would like to read the most important parts of an article by IGN and discuss them. Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment, publishers of Shadow of Mordor and its 2017 sequel Shadow of War, have finally managed to secure a patent for the franchise signature Nemesis system. The US Patent and Trademark Office released an issue notice on February 3, 2021, stating that the patent would go into effect on February 23 of this year, so pretty shortly. Warner Bros. Has the option to maintain the patent through 2035, providing they keep up with the necessary fees. Wow, they really secured their mechanic for a pretty long time. The patent, filed as Nemesis characters, Nemesis thoughts, social vendettas and followers in computer games, effectively codifies the functions of Monolith's Nemesis system and the sum of its parts as the property of Warner Bros. While the language in the application is fairly obtuse, as most patent claims tend to be. Only logical, because that gives the publisher more flexibility when they want to claim other similar systems. The short version is that the patent covers a system featuring procedurally generated NPCs that exist in a hierarchy and interact with and will remember the actions of players, have their appearance, behavior altered by players, and whose place in that hierarchy can change and affect the position of other NPCs in said hierarchy. Every game which uses a system like the aforementioned could get claimed by Warner Bros. And could also face a lawsuit because Warner Bros. Wants to patent a game mechanic. Like I said before in this video, most of the mechanics in the game are also borrowed from other games, like the free-flow combat system which is used in most superhero games, or the Assassin's Creed-like climbing mechanics. Look at this. Does this spell seem familiar to you? I think it does, but where have I ever seen this spell? A gold. Right, that was it. They also copied the spell and made it more powerful. I mean, it looks exactly like art from Witcher 3. What a coincidence. You could say that Shadow of Mordor released first and that's why they couldn't copy the spell from Witcher 3. But as you can see, the trailer where they showed the spell was at E3 2013, more than 1 year before Shadow of Mordor released and was shown. Look, I don't have anything against devs who copy a certain game mechanic. Many devs do that, and that's totally fine. It is just ironical that they want to hinder other devs from copying their game mechanic when they do it themselves. I can't think of any reason someone should do something like that. What does the article say? While it's unclear what would happen were a game to release with a Nemesis system of its own between now and February 23, after that date, any developer wishing to build a feature with all the aspects detailed in the patent will have to secure a license from Warner Bros. I would have never guessed that this is the reason. Jokes aside though, my problem with this is not that less games will now use a similar mechanic as the Nemesis system. The Nemesis system is, in my opinion, overrated. I couldn't care less. My problem is that now that they were successful with this, other shady AAA publishers will probably start crawling from their holes like rats and try to patent some original mechanics they invented, and that's not good for the industry. It will restrict the creativity and possibilities of many development studios, and that's just a shame, you know? It will mostly be hard for indie developers. I mean, they can barely afford the development of their games, and if they now need to pay licenses for game mechanics, then yeah, they will be bankrupt before releasing their next game. Obviously, Warner Bros. Got a lot of backlash from the community and from game developers. I think it's obvious that people react that way. What else is there to say besides that it is a shitty thing to do? And I sincerely hope that we won't see many publishers trying the same. Yeah, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and bye.